Thank you for coming today. I'm Carlo, and I'm looking forward to talking with you today about social entrepreneurship. What is social entrepreneurship? Social entrepreneurship is when you do business for a social cause. It is also known as altruistic entrepreneurship. Basically, you're establishing a business not just to get a lot of profit, but also to help others in need, contribute to society, and help causes you believe in.
Hi, good morning. My name is Jade. I'm here to present the social entrepreneur concept. Social entrepreneur concept is most basic level in doing business for social cause. It might also be referred to as altruistic entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur combine commerce and social issue in a way that improve the lives of people connected to the cause. They don't measure their success in terms of profit alone. Success to social entrepreneur means that they have improved the world, however they define that. Beyond that, however, they are differing opinions about what constitutes social entrepreneur. Some believe that definition applies only to business that make money and work towards improving a designated problem by selling something to the consumers. Example, Grameen Bank. Founder Muhammad Yunus provide microloans to those in need to help them develop financial efficiency. Yunus received a Nobel Prize for his work in 2006. In characteristics in entrepreneur, number 1, achieve large-scale social change. Number 2, focus on social and ecological change they want to make while earning money to support the change. Number 3, innovate when looking for a solution to a social problem. And lastly, use feedback, adapt, and refine. While popularizing by Gen X, social entrepreneurs have long existed in history. 19th century innovates Florence Nightingale and landscape architect Frederick Law are considered social entrepreneurs. That's all for today. I do hope you enjoy listening to me and what I have been presented. Thank you and God bless.
Good day, guys. So, first is I will introduce myself. My name is Bral Andrew V. Pontual, and I live in Poblacion, Santander, Cebu, and I am a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Financial Management. And I will discuss the social entrepreneurship as a global phenomenon and a field of study. So, I hope you will understand my topic and hoping for the best. So, according to the Handbook of Research on Social Entrepreneurship and Solidarity Economics, is the entrepreneurship analyzes a very wide field of study, and at the same time it converges with many topics, and topics including the characteristic of entrepreneurs. So, conditions conditions that favor entrepreneurship, resources and funding sources, legislation, family business, succession of protocols, and learning and teaching of creating enterprise and technologies of the entrepreneurship. So, social entrepreneurship is characterized by its input in creating value, and they have a big social impact, and especially in the communities and big social big big vulnerable groups, but not exclusively, as many social entrepreneurial uh, are forms of social benefits. So, and they do not circumscribe to particular conditions of vulnerability. So, the governments and civil society and private sector and organization also focus the generalized interest on social problems with sustainability and link to social value making and human development. So with the purpose of integrating and uniting efforts to the promotion of equity of quality of life is this strategy include to potent entrepreneurship and create enterprises oriented to overcome environmental and social and economic challenges that affect the world.
Hi, my name is Mark, taking up BSBA FM3. I'll be talking to you about developing countries, Philippines, response to continuing crisis of development. Worsening poverty, inequality, resulting from failure of state and market institutions to serve the needs of the poor. The country's response to the crisis is worsening, and it is alarming for me as a citizen of the state. Now, even at the time of a crisis, public service continues their tyranny of corruption. That is why it is up to us, the people, to do what is right, starting with entrepreneurs in their goals for both profit and social well-being. Hi, it's me again, Mark, and I'll be talking to you about social entrepreneurship as a field of study, embryonic, need for theory building research. Social entrepreneurship entails innovations designed to explicitly improve societal well-being housed within entrepreneurial organizations, which initiate, guide, or contribute to change in society, as per Pereni 2006. In the opinion of experts, social entrepreneurship is the process of pursuing innovative solutions to social problems. More specifically, social entrepreneurs adopt a mission to create and sustain social value. An organization led by people who create innovative ways to address challenges in today's society. Social entrepreneurship as a field of study is indeed still in its embryonic stage, meaning it is still starting and new. There are a lot of theories and improvements to be done, but what matters is its goal to not only make profit, but also to uplift life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Keisha Sueco. Today I will be talking about history of social entrepreneurship and the people who are the origin of promoting and identifying the social entrepreneurship. And for today's objectives, we are to know the history of social entrepreneurship and to find out the people who are the origin of promoting and identifying the social entrepreneurship. The first topic would be about the history of social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship is a relatively a new term, but its usage can be found throughout the history. There were entrepreneurs during 19th and 20th centuries who made effort to eradicate social evils. Apart from this, there are many societies and organizations that work hard for child rights, women empowerment, save environment, save trees, treatment for waste product, etc. The origin of social entrepreneurship can be traced to the early 1980s, starting with a business trend called cost-related marketing. CRM aims to link corporate identities with non-profit organizations and good causes. Also, businesses realized their customers cared about specific issues, so they began supporting social issues to help increase customer loyalty and attract new customers. There are so many companies quickly followed suit, supporting environmental, health, education, and other causes. Savvy companies have now learned to market with a social cause closely aligned with its business offerings. The terms came into widespread use in 1980s and 1990s, promoted by Bill Drayton, Charles Leadbeater, and the others. Now for the second topic, we are to find out the people who are the origin of promoting and identifying the social entrepreneurship. The first person is Howard Bowen. The terms social entrepreneurship and social entrepreneur were used first in the literature in 1953 in his book of Social Responsibilities of the Businessman. Second is Michael Young, a leading promoter of social entrepreneurship and was called as the world's most successful entrepreneur of social enterprises. He created more than 60 new organizations worldwide, including the School for Social Entrepreneurs, SSE, which exists in UK, Australia, and Canada, and which supports individuals to realize their potential and to establish, sustain, and scale social enterprises and social businesses. Next is Andrew Mawson. Andrew Mawson worked extensively upon the concept of social entrepreneurship and expanded the same to bring about reform in the community structure. The last social entrepreneur is Charles Leadbeater. The concept of social entrepreneurship in the 2000s, it has become more popular among societies and academic research, notably after the publication of The Rise of the Social Entrepreneurs. The concept of social entrepreneurship has also been included as a separate branch of management courses. Even youth is also looking forward to volunteering their services and brilliant ideas to bring a social change through social entrepreneurship. These days, the concept of social entrepreneurship has been widely used in different forms. That's all, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I am Rafael, and I am discussing about the theoretical foundations for social entrepreneurship. The theory of cognition. The theory of cognition examines how individuals access and process information. From the standpoint of social entrepreneurship, we would anticipate that the entrepreneur's actions are shaped by the types of information. Effectuation theory. Related to the theory of cognition is effectuation theory, which contends that individuals operate under the conditions of environmental uncertainty. In the face of uncertainty, they respond by selecting a course of action from a range of possible alternatives. Effectuation theory in practice the embrace of baby warmer, a social venture that developed a low-cost baby warmer for use in developing countries. Provide us with an example of effectuation theory in action. The resource-based view. Third important theory is a resource-based view, or RBV, which is grounded in the premise that each firm represents an amalgam of tangible and intangible resources. Bricolage. Theory of bricolage is closely related to RBV, that it also describes how entrepreneurs acquires the resources that they needed to succeed. Bricolage as a term was first introduced by anthropologist Claude Lévi-Strauss. Achieve new ways of solving problems or exploiting opportunities. Bricolage is a French loanword that means the process of improvisation for human endeavor. The word is derived from the French verb bricoler, or to tinker, with the English term DIY, or do it yourself, being the closest equivalent of the contemporary French usage. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mika, and we'll be talking about understanding markets and the economy as areas for change. First is sustainable development as perspective. Sustainable development is defined as an approach to developing or growing by using resources in a way that allows for them to renew or continue to exist for others. It also requires an open systems perspectives and consideration of how business actions impact not only internal operations and outcomes, but also external outcomes. The environment and the environment sustainability of natural and social systems.
Hi, I'm Jenna Lee, and I'm going to be sharing with you sustainable development as perspective. Sustainable development is the overarching paradigm of the United Nations. The concept of the sustainable development was described by the 1987 Brundtland Commission report as development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainability is the paradigm of thinking about the future in which environmental, societal, and economic considerations are balanced in the pursuit of an improved quality of life. Sustainable development has three essential elements. The first element is equity. Equity between nations, regions, classes, gender, race, ethnicity, and generations. Equity means everyone should have equal access to community resources and opportunities, and that no individual or groups of people should be asked to carry a greater environmental burden than the rest of the community as a result of government actions. It implies a need for fairness and the entitlement for everyone to an acceptable quality and standard of living. The second essential element of sustainable development is the quality growth. It involves improving quality of life of people and communities, and also human development as qualitative measure. Improving quality of life means freedom, security, and social integration as well as physical and mental well-being. The third essential element of sustainable development is the integrity of environment and development. The environment as a life support system of the people and communities. Environmental integrity has also been defined as the sustenance of important biophysical processes which support plants and animal life and which must be allowed to continue without significant change. Therefore, sustainable development, thus closely associated with the desire to develop a harmonious society oriented towards greater economic prosperity, social cohesion, and environmental protection.
Second is making a paradigm shift towards ecological economics. In recent decades, serious environmental problems related to pollution and depletion of resources has led to a growing demand for professionals in the area of environmental management. The main objective of this study is precisely to draw attention to the gap between the significant growth of environmental management and a sustainable lack of knowledge about the central concepts and issues of ecological economics. The next presenters will discuss further about the sustainable development as perspective and making a paradigm shift towards ecological economics. Thank you.
Hi, this is Clara. I'm going to be tackling about the characteristics of social entrepreneurship. Number one is community-driven. Successful social entrepreneurs are passionate leaders of change. They are not satisfied with the status quo and do not believe that the way things have always been done is the way things should remain. A desire to improve the lives of their peers and their community is a characteristic that encourages the social entrepreneurs to continue their work. The definition of community is broad. Community impact can mean coming up with a solution for a problem in your district, city, or community. And with the world becoming more connected by technology, the entire globe can be your community too.
Number two is creative and innovative. Social entrepreneurs look at situations differently than an average person. Where some people think of problems as something that cannot be solved, social entrepreneurs see the problems as an opportunity to get creative. They take that problem and innovate in order to come up with a new product, service, or approach to overcoming the obstacle. Social entrepreneurship is what happens when the creative and the practical become one. Third is business savvy. This may seem like a less exciting characteristic, but it is an important one. A successful social entrepreneur does not just have a good idea, they also have the practical business knowledge to turn the idea into a reality. A social entrepreneur's solution considers market demand and research, finances, resources, and the restrictions and opportunities in their community and country. Successful social entrepreneurs also know the importance of data and gather it at every step of the way, constantly monitoring their impact and looking for ways to improve.
4.
They know how to network. Social entrepreneurs know that they are not alone when creating their innovation. The success of a project does not depend on a single strong leader, but the team working with that innovator. That can involve collaborating with other youth, finding a mentor, or knowing how to talk about an idea with community leaders, local governments, and microfinance institutions. Social entrepreneurs are often global citizens who connect with other aspiring and accomplished social entrepreneurs to share and improve their solution. The last characteristic of social entrepreneurship is determination. Determination is needed for entrepreneurs and social entrepreneurs alike. Social entrepreneurship is about taking smart risks and sometimes facing failure as a result. But successful social entrepreneurs know that failure is a necessary step in success. Rather than giving up, social entrepreneurs look critically at their projects or business and accept feedback, changing it to become better. Determination is also needed when meeting other challenges, including bureaucracy, lack of capital, and the absence of community or family support. To sum up all the characteristics of social entrepreneurship, patience, passion, and perseverance are essential traits in a successful social entrepreneur. But you also see unselfishness, an ability to make measured and sometimes reckless risks, and a deep belief in humans. So again, the characteristics of social entrepreneurship is community driven, creative and innovative, business savvy, they know how to network, and determination.
Hi, I'm Diana. Today we will be talking about the process of social entrepreneurship. So there are 5 processes of social entrepreneurship. These are opportunity recognition, concept development, resource determination and acquisition, launch and venture growth, and the last one is goal attainment. So, opportunity recognition means that proactively brainstorming a new business venture or expansion of idea. The second one is concept development. It is a process to ensure how you want your customer to perceive your product or service in the market. There can be many concepts for a product. One must need to find out the best one which can strike customers' mind. The concept should be simple, well articulated, and impressive enough to convince its potential market. The whole purpose of concept development is to provide the convincing answer to the question, why should I buy this? The next one is resource determination and acquisition. Determining resources focus on understanding the scope of the project and defining the types of resources need to complete it. On the other hand, resource acquisition focuses on defining the needs for the project and obtaining the right resources for the team and other resources and tools available to manage the effort. The fourth one is launch and venture growth. Under these are go beyond the business plan, test your idea, know the market, understand the future customer, establish cash resources, choose the right business structure, and the last one is expansion and change. A business strategy in which growth is obtained by increasing the number of stores in which customers can buy a company's product and services. Unlike relocation, business expansion entails opening up new stores in different physical locations while still maintaining the current business locations. The last one is goal attainment. If you really want to make a success of your business, it is important to define your business goals, especially before you get started. For some people, the goal is the freedom to do what they want when they want, without anyone telling them otherwise. At the simplest, a goal is just something you aim for. Goals attainment is an important source of motivation for entrepreneurs, which further leads to positive attitude and behavior. Empirical studies also highlighted the relationship of motivation with future attitudes, behavior, and entrepreneurship can be viewed as recognizing change, pursuing opportunity, taking on risk and responsibility, innovating, making better use of resources, creating new value that is meaningful to customers, and doing it all over again and again.
Hello, this is Jean Kayla Elizondo, and I am here to explain to you and discuss to you the difference between commercial entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship. Okay, so the main difference between commercial entrepreneurship is that its primary focus is economic returns. Unlike for the social entrepreneurship, its primary focus as well is social returns. So by that means, commercial entrepreneurship is a business professional whose main goal is to create a standard business model that can be used in several companies across the board. Okay, so they tend to concentrate on bringing new ideas to the life of the business and to the market. So commercial entrepreneurship is focused on the profit and standardization. And for the next one, which is the social entrepreneurship, so this one is the process of recognizing and resourcefully pursuing opportunities to create social value. So social entrepreneurship are innovative, resourceful, and results oriented. So one of the examples of social entrepreneurship is a microfinance institution. So microfinance institution, these are the institutions provide banking services to the unemployed or low standard individuals for the group who is otherwise would have no access to financial services. So this is the example of social entrepreneurship. Thank you.
So, good morning, guys. I'm John Vinny Sitingson, a BSBA Marketing Management student, second year, and I am we're tackling about the difference between a social entrepreneur and an entrepreneur. So, an entrepreneur is an individual who creates a new business, bearing most of the risk and enjoying most of the rewards. Entrepreneurs plays a key role in any economy, using the skills and initiative necessary to anticipate needs and bring good new ideas to market. So, ang kaning entrepreneur, guys, focuses on the business side lang gid. And the social entrepreneur, on the other hand, are the persons who pursues novel applications that have the potential to solve community-based problems. These individuals are willing to take on the risk and effort to create positive changes in society through their initiatives. Social entrepreneur differs from traditional entrepreneurs. One key to distinguish traditional and the entrepreneur is that they differs in their goals they hope to achieve. Traditional entrepreneur aims to create product, service, or process for which consumer will pay. On the other hand, social entrepreneur aims to create a product, service, or process from which society will benefit. In the essence, traditional entrepreneurs aims to create commercial value, where social entrepreneurs aim to create social value. Success in the business world can mean more money for investors, and success in social entrepreneurship means they can save lives and fundamentally improving the world. So, ang entrepreneur focuses on the business side, and the social entrepreneur are focusing on the social, so in the surroundings, or for the better of the whole world. Thank you. Peace.
Hi, I'm Martina. We will be talking about the differences between cooperatives and social entrepreneurship. Cooperatives are democratically for-profit entities where people voluntarily unite to achieve a common social or economic aim. Essentially, cooperatives are regulated social enterprises, whereas social entrepreneurs is a business entity set up with a clear social goals and where there is a clear management intent and sources allocated to fulfill social objectives. When it comes to profit, a cooperative's focus on building sustainable business that makes a profit while operating with a social cause that benefits its member. Social entrepreneurship can be structured as for-profit or non-profit. Since a cooperative is owned and operated by members, for its members, and operatives for focus on a self-help and mutual help. Social entrepreneurship focusing on serving the social, economic, and cultural needs of society. Hence, they focus on philanthropic goals. The sustainability between cooperative and social entrepreneurship. In cooperative, all members contribute equitable to their cooperative's capital. Generally, part of the co-op's capital is common member property. Members get limited compensation for their subscribed capital given as a condition of their membership. A social entrepreneurship serves a larger audience which intends beyond its members, hence the members contributing to the capital may be lesser as they compared to people who benefit from the social enterprise. Now, let us talk about the perceptions of value. For the business entrepreneur, value lies in the profit the entrepreneur and investors accept to reap as the product establishes between a market that can afford to purchase it. The business entrepreneur is accountable to shareholders and other investors for generating these profits. To the social entrepreneur, there is also a value in profits, as profits are necessary to support the cost. That value of social entrepreneurs lies in the social benefits to a community or transformation of a community that lacks the resources to fulfill its own needs. Measure of profitability. The ventures of business entrepreneurs are always designed to turn profits that benefit stakeholders such as shareholders or private investors. Social entrepreneurs also may engage in for profit activities. However, they often structure the organization as non-profit or they donate their profits to the cause they support. Emphasis on team versus individual. Venture capitalists invest in private business on the basis of a new company's leadership, teams in the organization that supports it. Philanthropist. Philanthropist is a individuals who raise and donate money for charitable cause, rather than venture capitalists are often the primary investors in social entrepreneurs projects. They are more likely to gauge the viability of a project based on the individual at the helm. Approach to wealth creation. A business entrepreneur is driven to innovate within a commercial market to the ultimate benefit of consumers. If successful, the innovation creates wealth. The venture's success is gauged by how much wealth it creates. To the social entrepreneur, wealth creation is necessary, but not for its own sake. Rather, wealth is simply a tool the entrepreneur uses to effect social change. The degree between to which minds are changed, suffering is alleviated, or injustice is reversed represents the organization's success.
Hi, I'm Mark, and I will be explaining the role of technology in social entrepreneurship. Technology helps in solving social problems. It helps social entrepreneurs in many ways. It makes their project possible. As an example, building a well to a community that lacks access to fresh water. Without the help of technology, building the well is almost impossible. Another good example that technology helps social entrepreneurs solve a social problem is providing fast internet to a community, which can be a big help for today's new normal of education platform, which is online class. By providing internet to that certain community can be a big help for them to gather information that it is available on the internet, and through the internet people may express their opinions and problems that are they currently facing. Without technology, many of the social problems are remain unsolved. That's all. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nicole. Today, we will be talking about the focus areas of social entrepreneurship. First, we have enhance a person's ability to improve his or her economic well-being and personal dignity through opportunity. Typically, opportunities in social entrepreneurship are based on the need to create social value, benefit the local community. It usually does this through solving a problem or providing assistance in an area of need or disadvantage. Problems like unemployment, civic engagement, social security, etc. Primarily, they offers many benefits to society. Second, harness aid to be more accountable, transparent, and solution-oriented for lasting developments, as they are organizations operating in the wider interests of society. We believe that transparency and accountability are critical. We believe accountable structures are desirable. We recognize that there are many different ways in which organizations can protect their social mission. Other takes a more traditional company structure with a board of directors that are legally accountable for the organization's social missions as well as its financial performance. Other entrepreneurs are attracted because it allows them the flexibility to be responsive and dynamic. So they may choose to have a small number of company directors but no independent board because their accountability arguable lies with their. Third one is the enables access to and ensure use of reliable, affordable, and appropriate healthcare in disadvantaged populations. Social entrepreneurship is crucial when it comes to poverty alleviation, as focuses on solving the problem and not only on profit maximization. Social initiatives aim to producing the desired changes even without a commercial model. Instead of products, they create and deliver values and improve social welfare. On the other hand, they can't guarantee financial viability. The lack of incomes can often force them to start various types of partnership. In order to not lose sight of initial purpose in exchange for the financial support, it is important to attract the right people, both staff and partners. But how to achieve this? Make your mission clear. When an idea is developed based on a cause, the latter can be driving force towards success. When a concept is based on a cause, it helps to keep attention on what's important. If the mission of a startup or initiative is clear, it will be easier to attract people that would like to become partners or invest in a given idea or project. Professor Gunther Felton highlights in his book Brain versus Capital. He points out that companies that focus on the cost rather than on a product have more advantages over other companies. These can be people that share the same values as you and look for something more important than quick profit. Great partners help to expand and reach more people. We have the fourth one. Address issues of sustainable productivity, not beneficiary by beneficiary, but system-wide. Social entrepreneurship has emerged over the past several decades as a way of identify and bring about potentially transformative societal change. To achieve sustainability, an enterprise's costs should fall as the number of its beneficiaries arises, allowing the venture to reduce its dependence on philanthropic or governmental support as it grows. We have the fifth one. Lay the foundation for peace and human security. To achieve sustainability, an enterprise's costs should fall as the number of its beneficiary rises, allowing the venture reduce its dependence on philanthropic or governmental support as it grows. Social enterprises favor inclusion of the most vulnerable and marginalized and provide an avenue for those who left behind, a platform for voice and economic participation in underdeveloped communities. Social enterprises can be the missing link to ensuring that even those hardest to reach are able to benefit from the gains of the globalizing and emerging economy. In order to contribute to community and stakeholder resilience in the short term and inclusive and sustainable development in the long term, adequate public policies and multi-stakeholder partnership should be formed. These in turn nurture an ecosystem for social enterprise to thrive and serve as a catalyst for innovation. With clear strategies and connections to the economy, opportunities are limitless to generate a systematic changes towards building peace, resilience, and sustainability. We have the sixth one. Harness the capital and consumer market that drive change by considering all costs and opportunities. Social entrepreneurship is at its most basic level doing business for social cause. It might also be referred to as altruistic entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurs combine commerce and social issues in a way that improves the life of people connected to cause. They don't measure their success in terms of profit alone. Success to social entrepreneurship means that they have improved the world however they define that. Seventh, or the last one, transform the way water is managed and provided long term for both people and agriculture. When agricultural water is used effectively and safely, production and crop yield are positively affected. A decrease in applied water can cause production and yield to decrease. Management strategies are the most important way to improve agricultural water use and maintain optimal production and yield. The key is to implement management strategies that improve water use efficiency without decreasing yield. Some examples include improved irrigation scheduling and crop-specific irrigation management. These strategies allow for the conservation of water and energy and decreases growers' costs.
Hi, it's me again, Mark, taking up BSBA FM3. I'll be talking to you about the organizational model. First, organizational model, non-profit social enterprise. A non-profit organization to drive an adoption of innovation that addresses a market or government failure. The entrepreneur engages a cross-section of society, including private and public organizations. There is a dependency on outside philanthropic funding, but their longer-term sustainability is often enhanced given that the partners have a vested interest in the continuation of the venture. An example of which is Goodwill Industry, founded in 1902, and began employing poor city residents to repair and sell donated goods. Second, for-profit social enterprise. It is a for-profit organization created with the explicit intent to solve a social problem. While profits are ideally generated, the main aim is not to maximize financial returns for the shareholders, but to grow the social venture and reach more people in need. The entrepreneur seeks investors who are interested in combining financial and social returns on their investment. An example is Change.org. It makes an impact by enabling the voices of citizens to be heard. It is a global online petition platform. Lastly, hybrid social enterprise, a non-profit organization that includes some degree of cost recovery through the sale of goods and services, often requires setting up a service entity to accommodate earning income and charitable expenditures in an optimal structure. An example of which is the Center of Vision in the developing world. It follows a traditional nonprofit model, soliciting donations that fund the creation of specially made eyeglasses, made of course by an optometrist, for the poor. Thank you.
The role and importance of social entrepreneurship. Role of social entrepreneurship is to develop mission and vision to create social impact and tackle issues such as alleviating hunger, improving education, and combating climate change. It also innovates ideas and strategies to help alleviate these problems from the society as a whole. First is societal leadership. It offers with social entrepreneurs Middle's dedication to resolve socio-political exchange in the way this dedication therefore shapes his or her courting with diverse social actors. Second is strategic organizational management. Translating vision into action. In a social business, a difference can be made among the social entrepreneurs function as a mission push chief and his or her function at the strategic control level. Third is personal leadership, self-awareness and self-development. To drive ahead the social objective, endorse the cause with a people method to doing enterprise at the same time as currently accomplishing and retaining financially sustainability. It is crucially essential that a social entrepreneur is a visionary, self-conscious and capable of analyze and self-develop. Importance of social entrepreneurship. Social entrepreneurship is important because it provides a framework for businesses to find their own success in the pursuit of helping others. It's a constant source of motivation for employees, especially for Generation Y, which increasingly is skeptical about the traditional corporate work environment. Therefore, to achieve their altruistic goals, entrepreneurs typically choose one of four methods. First is donating a percentage of company profit to fund specific programs. Second, partner with government existing charities of target communities. Third is develop a product or service that will raise money or directly benefit a community. Fourth is employ people facing hard times.
So why is social entrepreneurship is important today? So it is very important because it provides a framework for business and to find their own structures or their own success in pursuit of helping others, and it's a constant of source of motivation for others or for the employees, especially for the Generation Y, and which is increasingly skeptical about the traditional and corporate work environment. So why is social entrepreneurship is important for any country? So this is a very good question, because the social entrepreneurs addresses global problems such as poverty, unemployment, gender inequality, inadequate of education and health facilities, and policies and innovation governance and so on. So they create a global platform for like-minded people who work as a team to fight like this issue. So social entrepreneurship is very important for any country because it's very helpful to solve any issues or problems in a particular country. So why is social entrepreneurship is a phenomenon? So why? Because entrepreneurs are self-employed for working for organization, and they are often the origin of radical innovation, and entrepreneurs create companies and jobs, and they participate in the renewal of the economic fabric, and they also the innovators who bring creative destruction. So according to the Masters of Entrepreneurship and Innovation program, is why we study social and community entrepreneurship. So why? So the social community entrepreneurship major is positioned for students seeking and to be social change leaders in 21st century context. So important skill and are social entrepreneurship and community development. So it will appeal to a broad of social science students with a passion for social change, but who would like to combine their social science specialization with business and entrepreneurship studies. So this combination of social science and entrepreneurship recognizes the sustainable change and often requires sustainable resources. So students will undertake theoretical and apply units to understand the social entrepreneurship and through social enterprise. So they are importantly, though, the students will to combine this enterprise level focused with the understanding and how to also build communities. So that would be all, and I hope you will understand my this discussion about the social entrepreneurship as a global phenomenon and a field of study, and I hope you will understand and have a nice day, and thank you.